Yes, Black love on the big screen for Valentine's Day. You better. Hey everyone, it's Sharona from Para Waits, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Photograph, which is directed by Stella McGee. It stars Issa Rae and Lakeith Stanfield, and it centers around Issa's character May, who is learning some secrets from her mother's past that not only help to have her figure out who she is as a person, but to also figure out how to be loved. So this review is going to be spoiler free. I'm not going to spoil anything for anyone, but for those of you who are new to my channel, I tell you what I liked about the film, what I didn't like about the film, and should you pay or wait to see this film in theaters. So going into what I loved about The Photograph, you guys, I really love the flashback aspect of this film. I truly thought that that might be the least thing that I liked the most. When I was going, I was like, I'm just here to see Black love on screen. I want to see Lakeith and I want to see Issa together. But I really enjoy Eli Noel, who you know, he was also on Insecure with Issa Rae, and Shantae Adams, who you know from Roxanne. I love their chemistry. I actually really enjoyed their characters on screen. And they kind of portray, Shantae plays May's mother, Christina, and so you kind of get to see in a flashback as she's kind of learning more about her mother, how her mother dealt with relationships, how she dealt with loss, how she dealt with love, as she is helping her really get to understand how she kind of handles relationships in the present. And so that's one of the things that really spoke to me through the flashbacks. It was kind of how we repeat generational curses, and how, you know, as parents, you know, for me growing up, I never really had conversations with my mother about how she was when she was my age, how she dealt with dating, how she dealt with a lot of things. And so it's interesting now because we started to have these conversations. I felt as though while watching the film and really watching May go through so many emotions because she didn't realize how, you know, similar she was to her mother, and how kind of some of the ways that her mother handled love, how that was passed down to her, whether it be healthy or not. And so one of the things that just truly spoke to me was watching how we can repeat generational curses, especially if we don't have these conversations with our parents while they're still here to have them. And so I really hope that this film, I know I'm going really deep, y'all. I'll be like, sis, this is supposed to be, this is a Valentine's Day movie. It's supposed to be romantic. And I'm like, it is. But I really hope that this movie does kind of challenge people to have these conversations, have the dialogue, whether you're a parent having this dialogue with your children or having it with your parents. That just really spoke to me. Like, that really like did something for me, and it really just helped me get my entire life together. So the flashbacks was definitely a huge aspect that really, really made me enjoy this movie. But also too, can we talk about this cast, you guys? Can we just talk about all these beautiful Black people in this film? Okay, you got Issa, you got Lakeith Stanfield, you got Tiana Parrish, you got Lil Rel, you got Rob Morgan, Kelvin Harris Jr. I was like, y'all, you got all the good actors in this film, and Rob Morgan does not disappoint in this film. I don't want to give too many things away with his character, but he was just fantastic. Rob Morgan is always fantastic in every little thing that he does. But can we talk about just watching Black people just be regular, good Black people? It's so refreshing to watch this romantic drama, to watch Black people be more than one-dimensional characters, to see layers, to see you know, married couples, to see these characters like these are journalists. Like, I was like, this is the content that I want to see on my big screen. This is how I want to see Black people portrayed in cinema. I just really, really enjoy just kind of the backstory, how they wrote all of these characters. I just loved it. It just put a smile on my face. It just had, my heart was just smiling on the inside. I was just like, thank you, Lord. And for this to come during Valentine's Day weekend and Black History Month, I was just like, thank you so much. But I will have to say also too, from a lighting standpoint, and I don't know if it's just because in Black films, we really don't get to see Black people lit so well, but for some of the scenes, just how they make Black skin look and feel, it's just, I was like, Lord, just give me a hint of the skin that they have on the screen right now. I thought that they really did a great job with the lighting, even with kind of the set designs, how people's places looked. from how the colors, there's a yellow dress that Issa wears in the film. I felt like the costume design, I felt like what they were wearing, they were bold colors that really accentuated black skin. And so I felt that it was a very pleasing film to just look at, even outside of the story. It was just so great to look at these characters on the screen. Now, even though I had a lot that I loved about this movie, you guys, I did have a few issues, just a few, not a lot. As I said, that there's such a huge cast and there's so many great people that are in this movie. But I do think I felt as though that a lot of these characters were sidelined. And even though I do understand that this story is about Issa's character, May, and her relationship that she's kind of going through, and also to the relationship with her mother, I felt like characters like Kelvin Harris Jr. and also Jasmine Cephas Jones, I felt like they were very wasted in this film. And I hate that because they were so fun in the scenes that they were in, but it felt as though their characters, there were things that were happening with their characters that they were talking about, but you never got to see it. And I was just like, hey, I'm just as interested in what is going on with this character as I am with everyone else that you're showing on screen. And I felt as though that their characters were only written to really help further the plot of Issa and Lakeith's characters on screen. And so for me, because I know the caliber of actors that they're very talented, I just felt as though that it was just a huge waste of talent, especially for those two actors. And also, too, with the chemistry with Lakeith and Issa, while I thought they looked absolutely gorgeous together, I love watching them on screen together. I don't necessarily know if the chemistry hit for every single scene that they were in, which for me made me gravitate more to Shantae and Elan throughout the course of the film. I don't know if maybe it was just me, but I was just like, sometimes like I feel it and then sometimes I don't feel it, but I don't think it takes away from the movie. I think for me, that's just why I had a huge connection to the characters from the past. They really stuck with me the most. And so outside of that, overall, I really enjoyed The Photograph. I thought that it was a great romantic drama, especially starring Black people. It has so many different layers to it, so many different lessons that you can take from it. You can, if you want to just see cute romance on screen, if you want to see people do cheesy stuff and just feel good on the inside, I was like, I just wish I had a man after watching this. Like, you will love this movie. If you want to get something deep, like I felt like they got my whole entire life together and made me want to stop generational curses and ask my mama, like, were you acting how I was when I was dating? Like, there's something for you as well. I feel that a lot of people will enjoy this film, enjoy seeing all this great talent on screen. So what I would tell you guys to do with you and your coins for The Photograph, I would tell you guys to pay to go see it in theaters. So those are pretty much my thoughts on The Photograph. As always, my name is Sharona from Para Waits. And if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit the notification bell. And I love you guys 3000. I'll see you soon.